All right, y'all. So this might be the video that either gets me kicked off of this platform. It might even get me back down to like 1 or 2 followers because I'm about to give a lot of inconvenient truth that might make people upset. But I have to be real and I have to be me. And that's what anybody who subscribes to this channel, anybody who watches my videos know. I'm only going to be real with you. I'm only going to keep it real. And that's all I know how to do. Okay. And you guys are going to have to stick with me because there's certain words I won't say on YouTube because they are censoring like crazy with this situation. And there it is. The US will welcome up to 100,000 refugees. They're sending over another $1 billion apart from the last billion they just sent last week and the 13.6 billion that they sent 2 weeks ago. All right. For humanitarian rights and to help the U country fight for their democratic rights. Okay. And then they're sending over $320 million for food, energy, and security issues. All right. For over there. All right. So that's just a little bit of what they're doing with all your money. If you wonder why I make statements like all your money, because it's our tax dollars. The government literally does not do anything to bring in money. Okay. They don't. That's all our money. Why do I have a problem with that? It's very simple. You take away all this money from me federally. You tell me I can't have all of it back, or, if I'm not married with children, I definitely can't have none of it back. Because apparently it's your money that I worked hard for. And then you get to send it over wherever and do whatever with it. And then people here are struggling. Let me make the disclaimer once. I hate having to make disclaimers on my channel because I think y'all should know I don't wish bad for nobody. I don't have a problem with the people who come in here. Why not come here? If they open the door, they said, come here. Come. I would, right? My issue is the fact that this is all set up by design, and now I know that for a fact. Last year, around September, October, the United States had took in Afghan refugees. They said until 2022. They said they were only doing this for like a year. I bring this up because as a nurse, I have been blessed in my career to work in all kinds of different places. This right here is something that I have not shared yet on this channel because of obvious reasons, but I'm going to share it. I worked in one of those bases. Of course, as a nurse, I was part of the hospital team. So we set up like it looks like a big tent hospital. It was called the Big Bertha, the Big Boy, or something like that. And then we were taking in people, we were triaging them. It was like an emergency room and stuff. And, we were doing nursing things. Okay. When we were setting up this hospital, I was like, why is it? Because I was like, oh, so what is this, like for a year, for a few months or whatever? And they were like, no, this is going to be for like, they're looking like 2 to 5 years. And I'm 2 to 5 years. I'm like, well, how many Afghans are we taking in? Like, people like 2 to 5 years. And they're like, well, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but yeah, they're saying it's 2 to 5 years. And now I see the plan. When this thing happened, it started happening in the U country. All these other countries were stepping up and they were saying, we're going to take in refugees. We're going to take in refugees. I said, it's only but a second for America about Joe Biden, that administration, bipartisan. They're going to say the same thing because they already have the setup for it because they were preparing for this for a long time. And this is what makes me so angry. It's not some fluke thing that's happening. It's not like these people had a random like tsunami that came and took over, or for no apparent reason, this guy, the V guy in the R country, is getting mad and doing things. No, this stuff is set up by design, and I know it now. You can't tell me anything differently. I'm going to come just like this. What these people are doing with your tax dollars, I'm not talking about the American citizens. I'm talking about these I don't even know what's it called. Politicians. What they do, they're taking your tax dollars and they're going to countries and they're funding issues there and bringing people back. My bad, y'all. I had apparently some sort of technical difficulty with my microphone. I didn't even realize until I was editing. So let me just wrap up everything that I was saying. This stuff is set up by design, and it's going to continue to happen. We're going to take refugees in now for a long time. That's how I feel. That's what I see to be true. I can only go by what I'm assessing and what I'm seeing with my own eyes. Okay, so now we're going to take this set of people in. So who's the next country? We have Sri Lanka that's going through a lot of food and energy crisis due to the fact that, because of the pandemic. When the pandemic happened, when people shut down major productions of certain items, it hit a lot of countries. It hit a lot of poor countries that they're not getting what they need. And then on top of that, we're placing some sanctions on our country president, but we're not placing all the sanctions. We're keeping the ones that, benefit us meaning them politicians. So When people come here from other countries, you need to understand, as a citizen, it places you last, okay? It does. It does. It's not hard to say because that's your money being used. We have to fund this, okay? So they come, they already got their green cards nice and hot and ready. Housing. I know people who've been waiting for housing in like nice little areas or wherever. They've been pushed back to the last of the list. They can't find a place now because they have to disperse the housing to the refugees who came in the last time, and now they'll have to do that with this one, or whoever else we take. Y'all need to understand that y'all are part of a big globalist movement now. It's called it's equity. It's global equity, okay? And they look at us and they say, we are privileged and we can give up as much as possible. America, in the world, yes, we have been spoiled. We are blessed with opportunities, so much so that we complain about them, right? So a lot of people call for the destruction of this country based on whatever thing that they're angry about. An empire can only break from within, and that's just it. And that's what's happening. So you have a lot of people not paying attention to the fact that the very place that you want to break down is right up under your feet. You're going to be sadly mistaken if all this stuff goes through. We took 2 million people illegally that came through the border. We took refugees from Afghan, and now we're going to take these refugees from you and who else? I don't know who else. Or we're going to take. Joe Biden was just talking. They asked him about, are you going to run for president in 2024? He said, I'm not really thinking about that. The man knows he's on his last leg. I'm not thinking about that. I'm worried about keeping Senate, so we keep the House majority so I can still have the control to do what I want. Okay. With your money. Yes, with your money. So what do we do? Well, I'm still going to try to run for Senate here in Pennsylvania. I can't have another politician or corporatist going in there trying to get money from other countries, trying to get stocks and bonds and whatever it is that they try to do, whatever's getting us to this position where American people are being trampled. And some of them can't even realize that they're being trampled yet. We can't have it. That's what I want to do. But until then, I'm going to be loud and I'm going to talk about it all. I'm going to let people know. Please share this video. Thank you. That is a good way to help. Let's open our eyes. Let's open our eyes to see. A lot of us are fighting each other. It's not us that we have the problem with. It's the people who are making the policies from up top. Okay? And then it's the media that's propagating a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of stuff that doesn't stick out as much as it should. Okay? They propagate division. I still live here. I have family who lives here. We have kids who live here. It cannot constantly be that how long are we going to feel like they keep taking and taking and taking from us and we're not getting anything back? I don't believe in living off the government. I don't. But I also don't believe in wasting my money. Yes, when you cause in crises and then having to solve them, but then turning around, put the money in your back pocket too, right? We know that's what's happening. We know it. I don't believe in that. I believe in if you're going to take my money from my paycheck, my federal tax dollars, you take them, put them back into this country. There's no reason why we have veterans on the street homeless. And I know it's like some people want to be homeless, yeah, but if you funded them with the right programs, they really wouldn't want to be homeless. If we funded the right programs appropriately, okay? There's no reason why people are killing themselves, our mental health programs, none of that stuff. They talking about, we're going to stop the sun of whatever it was they did with the time to help people with seasonal affect disorder. No, give them free health care. Give them Medicare for all. Then they could go see a therapist. Yeah, I believe in Medicare for all. I do. So, because we can do it. Some sort of basic package where if something happens to me, I go to the ER. I don't have to worry about where's this money coming from. Why should I? I pay into this country. You do too. I don't want to live off the government, but there's certain things that should not be happening, and they are happening. And so like Kamala said, though, we're going to have to sacrifice just a little bit. We'll take a little sacrifice in order to defend democracy in Ukraine, but get trampled on here. I know. I've had it, and I'm tired. Like and subscribe. Please share this video. I say again, thank you guys for your patience and understanding with that mix up my microphone. And I will be back to talk to you some more. All right? Bye.